most valuable here. All right, so it's so exciting to have all of you on this evening. Welcome to Redox Nurse Talk. We are both RNs. I'm Doria Stewart from Atlanta, Georgia, and my wonderful partner is Cindy Reed from Nashville, and you'll hear a little bit from her in a few minutes. We are independent associates with a global research cellular health company called ASEA, and our mission is to create a platform so that we can educate people on this wonderful technology that you're going to be hearing about. It's a cellular health technology called Redox Signaling Molecules, and we will be sharing with you about how you can incorporate this in your lifestyle. So we thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening. And so I just want to let you know what you're about to hear is not, it's a disclaimer. So we just tell you what you're about to hear is not intended to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. And just a few housekeeping rules. As nurses, we like to stay on task and be focused. So if you're up moving around, we would appreciate you turning off your video so that we can stay, be focused on what we're saying and what we're doing. Okay, we appreciate that. So each week we're honored to have a guest to share their testimony on how this amazing gift has helped them. And so this week we have Robyn Bradford, and Cindy will be, interviewing her shortly after you see a video. And we do encourage you, as you're listening to the testimony, to put your questions in the chat. And at the end of the interview, we'll, address those, and Robyn will, she's so gracious. She said she would, answer those questions. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I want Cindy to share a little bit about her. And then we're going to have a nurse nugget, and then we'll watch our video. So again, I'm Doria Stewart from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been a nurse for 43 years. I would say my background is a combination of things. I've done psychiatry, I've done med-surg. I'm presently working as a gastroenterology recovery room nurse. I love nursing. Nursing is a ministry to me, and I love educating people about how to take care of themselves. So, Cindy, you want to share about who you are?
Okay. Thank you, Doria. I am Cindy Reed, and I live here in Nashville, Tennessee. And at the moment, I'm a hospice nurse. So when I was introduced to this technology, I was already on that pathway, on that journey, looking for something more holistic without side effects for my autoimmune challenges that I was having at the time. And like I always tell people, you have to be your own advocate, because I went to the third practitioner before I was given the right results of what was going on with me. So if you ever have doubts, don't feel badly about questioning those doubts and seeking help somewhere else. But anyway, I've been on this product for 4.5 years, and I will never not take it because of what I've seen results for me, as well as things that I feel like it could be helping with down the road. So thank you very much, Doria.
You're welcome. So each week we like to introduce a little nurse nugget. So I'm just going to take a minute or two to share that. Our flagship product is the ASEA Redox, which is our pretty blue bottle here, which you're going to learn about shortly. But we also have some other products that kind of support and go along with our technology. And what I wanted to talk about this evening shortly is LifeMax. LifeMax is part of our ASEA Via line. And I'm just going to read a few benefits with it and then share a little bit about the ingredients in it. When I first, I'm going to just kind of backtrack. When I first started taking LifeMax, I was told that this was good for if you're aging, which I'm 67, and it would be good for your mind, for memory, but it's a lot more than that. So let me share some of the benefits of what it does. It supports healthy, active lifestyle, promotes longevity, supports our cardiovascular health, regulates cell division, promotes healthy inflammatory responses, helps maintain healthy cognitive functions, helps balance your mood, supports antioxidant activity, supports eye health, fights the outward signs of aging. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's like, everything in this one little bottle. It's important with the nutraceutical line that we have is, even though our flagship product is the Redox Signaling Molecules, and that allows our cells, to communicate with each other, this wonderful line of our nutraceuticals or nourish our cell. So some of the things that are in ASEA via LifeMax is broccoli seed extract, and it has is I'm going to probably say this right, but cruciferous vegetables are known by nutritional experts and scientists alike to be superfoods. Turmeric, you hear a lot of people taking turmeric because it helps with joint health, and a lot of people that have inflammation in their joints and discomfort, you hear them taking that. So we have that as well, and it aids in the production of cell stress related to the inflammation that can happen with your joints. Muscadine grape skin. Now, when I was a little girl, I loved muscadines. I don't know if any of you have ever eaten them, but I love them. I'd rather eat a muscadine grape than a regular grape. But what was interesting was it's a naturally high resveratrol. The muscadine grape skin offers 40 times the antioxidant activity of other grape species. It has been shown to support healthy cell growth, promote healthy inflammatory response, and is a neuroprotective. So I guess since I started that when I was a little girl, I must have gotten a jump start with that. So green tea, you hear a lot of people drinking green tea, is sought after superfood as well. Supports the body, the healthy cycles of the cell, cardiovascular health, supports normal cholesterol and glucose levels. Bilberry is a nutritional support for healthy vision. And again, it also helps with all the other benefits I shared about cardiovascular and inflammatory response. The last three that I'm going to talk about, or last part I'm going to talk about, is the mushrooms. And there's several different mushrooms in LifeMax, and it protects the effects of premature aging, supports a positive outlook as well as brain function, and supports a normal regeneration of neurons. So this is an awesome product. I think a lot of times we don't look at our products like that and what they have in them, but I'm so thankful that I learned a little bit more about it, so I know what these, what this Via Line LifeMax does for you. So thank you. So I'm going to turn this over to Cindy and let her get started with our video.
Thanks, Doria. That was very educational because there are a lot of things in our products, and sometimes we don't look at it very closely and we do take it for granted. So we do need to dig in and be sure of what we're putting in our body, but just also know the benefits of them. So thank you. So I'm going to show a short video, especially for those of you who are not familiar with this technology, and this will explain it to you in simple terms. This is Alan Noble's video from the website realredoxresults.com, and you can go and search there yourself, and then after you watch the overview video, there are categories to the left, and you can search specific issues you might be having challenges with, and you can hear multiple testimonials. I think there's over 140 something on the site at this time. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. I'm a little slow with this. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Alan Noble. I've been involved in the health and wellness industry for over 30 years, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to introduce you to a cutting-edge health technology that we call ASEA Redox. ASEA Redox represents a new category in health and wellness that for 2 decades science had declared was impossible. It could not be done. And yet today, health and medical experts around the world are calling ASEA Redox one of the single greatest health science breakthroughs of our lifetime. Now, a great place to get started is to get clear on what ASEA Redox is not. It's not a vitamin, a mineral, an antioxidant supplement. It's not an exotic juice, essential oil, or a CBD oil. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. I'm just saying they're not ASEA Redox. This technology goes beyond nutrition, it goes beyond ingredients, and yet it has the power to impact your health at a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. For many people, ASEA Redox is the missing link to better health and vitality. Now, to understand this technology, you've got to realize that your body is the most complex communication network on Earth. Every second of every day, your cells are signaling and communicating critical messages for health, healing, and repair. If there's any breakdown in that signaling, you cannot achieve your full health potential. You see, this signaling impacts every system, every organ, every function of your body. You could say that if your cells can't signal, then little else matters. Now, you've probably heard it said that we live and die at the cellular level. If you want a healthy heart, have healthy heart cells. If you want healthy lungs, have healthy lung cells. Well, as science looks deeper inside your 75 trillion cells, they've discovered a very special set of molecules called Redox Signaling Molecules. These are the molecules that you make that are absolutely foundational for healthy cell signaling throughout your body. However, here's the challenge. With age, diet, stress, toxins, we begin to make less of these redox signaling molecules. And it's about 10% decline every decade. So by age 50, you've about half the signaling that you had when you were younger. And as a result, things just don't work like they used to. You begin to see, you begin to feel the effects of aging. A simple example. Imagine your home's on fire and you call the fire department and they're there with the big red truck, the firefighters, the fire hose. They've got everything they need to put out this fire. But what if you have a bad cell signal? They don't get the message. They don't know what the problem is, where the problem is, how serious the problem is, and your home goes up in smoke. Well, it's the same with your health. So let me ask you a very powerful question. What if? What if you could amplify and clarify this critical cell signal and empower your body to work like it's supposed to? That would be a game changer. So introducing ASEA Redox, the world's first and only cell signaling supplement powered by high energy redox signaling molecules. And since this technology is backed by 7 patents and over 1,000 trade secrets, there's no other supplement like it in the world. Now, not only is ASEA Redox a cell signaling technology, but it also signals at the profound depths of the genetic level. In an 8-week study, it was found that drinking ASEA Redox could increase 5 important gene signaling pathways by up to 31%, positively impacting 5 major areas of health: immune function, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, digestive health, and even hormone balance. It's also been shown that ASEA Redox significantly impacts the NRF2 pathway, which is the master switch that signals the production of the most powerful antioxidants known to man, including the master antioxidant glutathione. Now, 2 separate university studies showed that ASEA Redox increases NRF2 activation by up to 60%, resulting in an increase of glutathione production by up to 55%. So although ASEA Redox is not your traditional antioxidant supplement, its impact on antioxidant health is nothing short of astonishing. Now, this is just one key on the ASEA piano. ASEA Redox is much more than an NRF2 activator or an antioxidant supplement. Remember, signaling impacts every system, every organ, every function of your body. If your cells can't signal, then little else matters. So at this point, let's hear what health and medical professionals are saying about the ASEA Redox breakthrough.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. You can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
So hopefully you're beginning to see why this technology is being hailed as one of the most significant health science breakthroughs of our lifetime. It's empowering people to feel better than ever before. For many, it is the missing link to better health and vitality. And it's not just health. Athletes are experiencing improvements in endurance, strength, and recovery, beating personal bests and breaking documented world records. In a university study, mice drinking ASEA Redox for only 7 days ran 29% further to exhaustion due to significant metabolic shifts in their bodies as they started to burn more fat as fuel. And so amateur athletes all the way to Olympic athletes are enjoying the ASEA athletic advantage. Now, after another 5 years of research and development, the scientists behind ASEA Redox were able to develop Renew 28, a topical gel that is infused with these powerful high-energy redox signaling molecules. So you've probably heard it said that seeing is believing. Well, when Renew 28 is applied to the skin, it results in a healthy, clear complexion, tighter, younger-looking skin, while dramatically reducing wrinkles, stretch marks, cellulite, and many other signs of aging. It also improves skin cell renewal rates and increases skin cell blood flow. We also discovered that when you apply Renew 28 to anywhere that hurts, ideally 3 applications in 5 minutes, over 90% of people notice a significant reduction in their discomfort. Now, I do want to point out that we have continued to expand our range of redox signaling products to include an intensive redox serum for those little trouble spots, and then more recently the redox clay mask, combining our redox signaling gel with an ultra-pure bentonite clay. And so headed up by the big blue bottle, this is our cell signaling product division. However, we have 4 product divisions in total. We offer a very clean and effective skincare system called Renew Advanced, high-quality bioavailable nutritionals called ASEA Via, and more recently, fun functional beverages called Cell Performance that address fatigue, brain fog, stress, as well as a vegan amino acid formula that helps your body build its own valuable collagen. Now, of course, the purpose of this video was to introduce you to our remarkable cell signaling technology. Now, we have other videos and websites that go a lot deeper into this health science breakthrough. But for now, I would encourage you to explore some of the other videos on this website. This is where you're going to hear how this technology has impacted people's lives. And some of these stories are absolutely astonishing. Real people sharing real redox results. So this is Alan Noble thanking you for your time today, and bye for now.
And that's just one of the many tools that our company has that we can use to share with people about testimonials and about different things about the technology and the products. So now I want to welcome our wonderful guest, and we appreciate her coming on tonight. Her name is Robyn Bradford, and Robyn is from Seabrook, Texas. She's married to Eddie. And between the two of them, they have 8 children and 32 grandchildren. I can't imagine what Christmas does look like there, Robyn. I'm sure that's pretty cool. And she has a very long testimony here that I'm just going to let her share. And it's amazing. And she has some great things that she went through and things that she and how she got back on track. So, Robyn, I'm just going to turn it over to you and just tell us what was going on in your life. You said you've been on it 9 years, correct? On the Redox for 9 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just go ahead and tell us
9
what was
years.
going
I started
on.
in July. And well, thank you for asking me to be on here. It really means a lot to be able to share my testimony. I have 5 autoimmune challenges that I've been dealing with since 1992, 93, somewhere in that time. And I have suffered so much because I'm allergic to everything. These challenges cause a lot of intolerances to things, medicines, and then allergies. So I've been unable to take medications for it. Causes muscle problems, aches and pains, joint pain, inflammation of basically your whole body. And I was pretty sick. And then I started developing environmental allergies to everything outside. And we had moved into our favorite place to be, you know, someplace where I could literally walk outside my door and fish. And I was allergic to it. And during this time, I tried allergy shots, and my body would not expel toxins. So all these toxins just built up inside of me until I was very, very sick. And during this time, I was in Sam's. It was during the holidays, and this woman came up to me and said, "Ma'am, do you need some help?" And and that's just embarrassing when a total stranger comes up to you and says, "Can I help you?" And for some reason, I just opened up. I never talked to people like that, but I talked to her, and she said, "I think I have something that can help you. Would you be open-minded to receiving some information?" And I said, "Yes, I've got to do something." So we exchanged, or I gave her my information, and she said she would be in touch. She was going out of town for a while, and the holidays, one thing led to another, and 4 months later, I hadn't talked to her, and I had kind of forgotten about it. Well, we decided to move to Galveston and get me out of the elements and into the salt air. And during that time, this lady, her name is Becky King, she emailed me, and I told her we were in the middle of a move. I couldn't talk to her right then, but maybe later. And she says, "Well, you know, let me have your phone number, and I'll give you a call when I get back from vacation, and we'll work something out." So she said, where are you moving to?" And I said, "Galveston." She said, "Oh, I live in Galveston." So I was really happy to know that I had a friend down there finally. I didn't know anyone in Galveston. And we met for lunch, and she talked me into going to an overview. And I took 2 ounces of ASEA that night, and I was using a cane and very unsteady on my feet. Took 2 ounces of ASEA, and I had to get up and go to the restroom down this long hall. And normally I would be bumping off the walls trying to walk straight. I had no trouble walking. That was kind of a mind blower right there. And I came back and I told my husband what had happened, that I didn't use my cane even to walk. And he said, "Well, I think you need to be on this product." And I said, "Eddie, we can't afford this product. I'm not going to get involved in this." And he said, "Robyn, I love you. I'll take care of you until you die. But what are you going to do to help yourself?" And it was like he had slapped me, because it was true. I wouldn't help myself. I couldn't take anything for my symptoms, and I had to do something to help myself. So we jumped in full, all 4 feet, all 8 feet, hands and feet. And the rest is history. 2 days. I took 2 ounces on Thursday night, the night of the meeting, 2 ounces Friday morning, 2 ounces Friday night, and 2 ounces on Saturday morning. And I said, Eddie, I want to go to the Strand. There's an art festival going on, and I want to go down there and find it. It was an art walk. And we walked all over downtown, which is something I never did. I couldn't. I didn't have the stamina, and I was always hurting. But I walked without my cane, and I walked circles around that man. We were there for 2 hours, and he said, I'm tired. I want to go home and go to bed. I said, but I'm not ready. Well, we'll come back. I've got to get some rest. So I took him home and I tucked him in for his nap. And I called my new friend, Becky, and said, do you want to go to the Strand? That was about, I want to say 2 o'clock. She and I closed the Strand down at 9:30 that night, and I had a day and night out with the girls. And I hadn't done that for years. I got my life back. And then, it was really funny because there'd been some research going on saying that if you quit taking ASEA, it would take about 2 months before you would start reverting back to where you were. And everyone was questioning whether I had seen an improvement because we moved out of the elements and down to the beach. And therefore, that's what made me better. And I needed validation. So I went off the product for 2 or 3 months. I took just enough to kind of get me through the holidays. It was during the winter. And then I got the flu, and I was so sick again. And I'm telling you, when I bottom out, I bottom out, and I don't care if I live or die. It's that bad. But I started drinking my ASEA again, and 2 days later, I was back on my feet. I had that much of a response to it. And I won't ever quit taking it again.
Robyn, I've heard stories like that before, that really the more issues you have with your body, the more challenges you have, the quicker the response that people are having to that. And that's your case in point.
And the worse it
Absolutely
tastes.
right. Exactly. That's what I hear. So if it tastes bad, that means you need it that much more. Did you struggle with the taste a lot in the beginning?
Right.
Did you struggle with the taste?
A little bit, but to be honest with you, I knew I needed it. So I just drank it, and I didn't question it. It does taste better if you put it in the refrigerator, though.
It does.
It's cold.
Yeah, that's what I started out, but now it's on the counter. I
Yeah.
don't even notice a difference in the taste anymore. So I'm looking through here, looking at your testimony, everything, just a lot of stuff going on. So when you got on the product, you saw all these amazing results. Were you sharing this with people? Did your family and friends know what you were doing and see the results you were having? Did you hear me?
They did, but they still didn't believe it, They just did not believe it. And my brother in Oklahoma, he saw the difference in me, and he even tried the product and said it worked with him, but he still wouldn't stay on it.
Mhm.
And he died in November. So,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I wish he had stayed on it. I'm not going to say it would have saved him because number one, I'm not allowed to, but most of all, it just might have helped him. You can't ever rule something out that's going to help you or might help you.
Right. Especially if it's
What else have you
non-toxic.
got?
Exactly.
Exactly. What else
So,
do you have?
Robyn, we have a picture we want to share. Do you want me to go ahead and share that, and you can tell us a little bit about what
Sure.
was going on and when this was? So I have a picture.
Yes.
Let me share my screen again, and we'll get this pulled up. Can everyone see that?
No.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Well, hang on. Let me go back to it. Hold on. Now I lost it at the bottom. All right, I'm having to do it from my files. Just hang on, we're learning here. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Can you see that? Are you seeing it?
We can see it, Cindy.
Yes, I can see that.
Can
It's
you,
small, but I can see it.
Can you
The
make it any
picture on the
bigger?
left,
I can't get it any bigger.
I would not
Okay.
even at your little
the
spyglass
picture
down
on
here.
the left is me in,
Okay.
oh, there it goes. The picture on the left is me in April 2015. That was after I'd taken the allergy shots. And I was so sick. I really did not care if I died. I sat sleeping in my sofa. We have recliner sofas. And I would sit on my sofa to sleep because I could not lay down. I couldn't lay back on the recliner because I couldn't breathe. I had so much toxin in me. And that's when we decided to move to Galveston. The picture I started taking the ASEA on July 9th. And the picture on the right is me on August 9th. And it's important to tell you, I did not lose weight. I'm still fat. You know, I did not lose weight. I lost toxins.
I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, I look at that and I can't believe it. My husband still cries when he sees these pictures.
That's awesome. I think I may be muted. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. That's awesome. In just a month's time, that shows how quickly and how well
Yes,
this
ma'am.
can work on your body. Oh, you had to be just
not
elated
everybody not everybody has a response like I did. I just thank God every day that my husband talked me into doing this, because I'd still be the picture on the left if I were still alive. You know, I really don't know that I would have been.
Well, and that's the thing, don't ever discount something just because you may not know about it. If it's non-toxic, if there's no side effects, you don't have anything to lose by trying something. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm glad you had the results that you did. I'm going to go.
Most people have.
Go ahead.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, most people don't have, they don't believe something's not natural. That people just have to have an open mind to products. Some products really aren't natural, but this is. I mean, this has been proven. It is exactly what the bottle says. There's lab results to prove it, and you just have to keep an open mind to that. But I mean, if that makes sense,
it does.
I wasn't open-minded. It wasn't until my husband said what he did about, I'll take care of you until you die, but I want you to try this. You've got to help yourself.
Right. Well, I think he was convinced when you told him about your going to the meeting and the fact that you were able to walk down the hall without the cane. And, that was a big thing for you. And he saw that, and he obviously felt like this could be an answer.
And then the next Saturday, I walked all over the Strand. I had never done that, not since I was younger. I grew up down here, and I wasn't able to do that activity anymore.
That's
I was
amazing.
too sick.
And I'm sure as you've been on it, ongoing, you're seeing more and more changes and results and things. You're still seeing improvements.
Yeah, I'm under a lot of stress, I'm a caregiver for my husband. He has Alzheimer's, and I just don't want to see where I would be without the redox molecules.
Right.
I don't even want to know where I'd be, because I do have a lot of stress, and stress is what aggravates my challenges. So
stress is huge on the body.
I'm able to get out the elements there.
That's good.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say that's good that you're able to get out. The stress, though, is huge on people's immune system, and a lot of people don't consider that. They just brush it off like it's just stress. You deal with it, you go on. But it can significantly affect your health, and actually, stress can cause a lot of autoimmune challenges that we have. They start from somewhere, and everybody has stress. A lot of people have more than others, and a lot of people have more than they can physically bear. And I know you have a lot going on, and that's more the reason you need to be on the product as well.
Yes.
Are you sharing the product with people?
I do. I'm not as active as I would like to be. I was doing 2 meetings each month, but I've kind of had to put that on hold for a while because we've had some changes in our apartments. We live in a senior community, and there's been a lot of changes going on. I don't have any place to hold my meetings now, but I do word of mouth and sharing with my friends.
We need to set you.
The business. I'll never leave this business.
Right. We need to, I don't know if there's someone local that could get you started doing a Zoom. That way you can have meetings from your home just online and invite people across the country.
That would, yeah, I need some help in that area. I'm not very technical.
Maybe someday Dory and I could get online with you and kind of walk you through. I mean, we just kind of jumped on. We got some friends to help us because we were definitely challenged in the technical area ourselves. So with the help of a lot of friends, and Barbara Stoltz was one of them, and she's actually on here tonight. We got this started over a year ago, and it really helps the fact that you don't have to be out in public. You can have it anywhere, anytime, and anybody can join. I mean, they can do it from their living room. So that this is a new way to share. So we'll try to see if we can get with you and help get you started, Robyn, if you'd like.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Dory, do you have questions?
I just have some comments, Robyn. So you're in Sam's and you're grocery shopping. Kind of give us a picture of what that looked like. And descriptive. What were you?
There was this little short, fat lady hanging over her basket, cane in the basket, struggling over some books and struggling to push her basket. I just did not have any energy. You could tell I was sick. I mean, I did not feel good.
Okay, so when Becky approached you and said, what tell us again what she said to you.
She says, "Ma'am, may I help you? Do you need some help?"
Okay,
and I went, "No, I'm just sick," and I told her everything about me, and that's just not like me. But I was so tired of being sick and tired, and I mean that's a cliche among the autoimmune people, but I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I could not function anymore. The holidays were coming, and I wasn't looking forward to them. I couldn't sleep because I couldn't lay down. And I had just had my last allergy shot that afternoon, and I was like in someone else's body. I was not focused. I could have been standing outside my body watching myself, because that's how disconnected I was with myself. I felt like I was drugged or drunk or something. It just was not me.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a divine appointment, I mean, for Becky to be that observant and then also care. She saw you in distress, because you're hanging over your cart. And I know I'm really thankful.
she and I have talked about that a lot since I've met her 9 years ago. And it's true. It was a God intervention. And she said that God spoke to her and told her, come talk to me. And, you know, she just said, I have some water that might help you. You know, how's water going to help me? But I listened to every word she had to say. I mean, I was desperate. I really was desperate.
Yeah, so somebody that didn't know you but had the courage because she cared and had compassion, and that's really what we need to do, because we do have a gift to share and not have fear. And you know, she just, you know, I mean, it's divinely, like I said, orchestrated for you to hear from her that day. But so we each of us that are on here tonight that are sharing this beautiful gift, we just need to step out of our comfort zone and share with people, whether you see them walking upright and they look fine, or like in Robyn's case, you know, just in distress. You know, I think sometimes we think,
you know,
go ahead.
I was always a really active person. I Miss Disco Queen. I'd go to the clubs at night and close them down and get up the next morning at 6 o'clock. If I even went to bed, and go at it again, you go to work and then go disco dancing again. Or after I married, I had my kids. I went to college and I'd stay up studying all night. You know, I was the worst abuser of my body that there was, but I had the energy to do it. I learned how to water ski when I was 36. And to have that taken away, you know, because of an illness or 5 illnesses, it's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So when you get even, you know, a fraction of that energy back, and you get it drinking water, salt water, or pool water.
Right.
You know.
So, are you only taking the molecules in the liquid form, or are you also using the gel form of our molecules?
I use the Renew 28 sometimes, not always, but I use it around my joints or muscles, on my skin. You know, I get these rashes. I use it a lot there. And my husband uses it too. But mostly it's the ASEA liquid. I drink 8 ounces a day.
Okay. So like 4 ounces in the morning.
Or when I remember to drink it.
Gotcha.
But, you know, I drink it. That's what I was drinking when we went on the air, you know, I was drinking my ASEA. But sometimes if I'm really stressed, like when Eddie was in his surgeries, I was drinking a whole bottle even. It's not going to hurt you. During conventions, I would drink a bottle. I just keep a bottle in my purse and take a swig all day long. That's awesome. The only way I can keep up with y'all.
Yeah, that's great. So I want to just kind of talk about the culture, because you've been in for 9 years. You've been taking the product off and on for 9 years. Tell us a little bit about the culture of the company, like the people. I mean, you probably had an opportunity. Did you have an opportunity to meet Vertus Norton?
I did. And I cried. I had the opportunity to tell him thank you and tell him my story. And he cried. He's such a, and I talked to Tyler also. So it was important for me to tell them what Vertus's decision to walk away from all that money, how much that meant to me. And I'm going to cry now. The man he's got such a castle in heaven, you know, because he cares more about us than he does money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
love
people,
that man.
yeah, that's our Genesis story. So if some of you that are on the call that were invited tonight, make sure that whoever invited you, that they can show you or send you the Genesis story. So that's what Robyn is speaking about. So,
And it's real. It's not a phony. I've been in multi-level marketing companies, and it's not real. But this company is legit.
yes. Yeah. Well, we had so what it was is they had a breakthrough, that happened, and it's a distribution model to, share it in this manner through next level marketing or sharing your story. It wasn't that we were a next or a multi-level marketing company first, and then we try to figure out what the product was. It was a breakthrough first. So that's the difference there. So I don't have any other questions, and I don't see any other questions in the chat. So does anybody else have any questions that they'd like to ask of Robyn?
Robyn, I have one more while someone may be typing. Is Becky still in Galveston with you?
I don't live in Galveston anymore. When
that's right,
Eddie's
you're
mom
in.
and dad passed away, we sold our condo and moved back to the island or to the mainland.
That's right. I forgot you're in Seabrook. Are there any other
But
associates
yes,
in that
Becky is
area?
still in Galveston.
Okay.
So is Maureen.
Right. Do you have other associates near you in Seabrook?
I don't know of any in Seabrook. And there's a few that would come to my meetings, but they would come from way on the north side of Houston. I couldn't believe they would come to my meetings just to give me support. This company is so full of people who really want to help you grow. I just feel so fortunate. I have an associate in Alvin, which is about 15, 20 miles from me. I think there are a few, but I can't name them, to be honest with you.
I wasn't sure where Seabrook was to know in relation to like Dallas,
You know
Houston.
where NASA is? Okay. Galveston is kind of southeast of Houston.
Right.
If you follow Highway 45 down to Galveston, Seabrook is going to be to the east, about halfway down.
Okay.
And it's right on the bay. I live about a mile from the bay.
Well, we'll try to get you up and going online, and you can start doing your meetings and reach out to a lot of friends, maybe in other towns that you have that would be too far to drive, and have them join online.
I've got family and friends in Oklahoma even. So
yeah, great.
I mean, this is a small world with the internet.
It really is.
I've got friends in Croatia.
Oh, wow. Hey, we can get you started across the pond then.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I don't see any, Doria, do you?
No, I don't see any either.
Okay. Well, Robyn, we have appreciated this so much. This has been an awesome testimony. We thank you for sharing because you've had some great results, and I know you're going to continue to have more, both physically and with your business. So for anyone new, on this product or on this online tonight, if this is something you're interested in, reach out to the person that invited you to the Zoom and get your questions answered. You may want to be a preferred customer and get the better rate and earn free product as well. Or you may want to be an associate where you can get paid just for sharing your story and telling other people about this company and this product. So just reach back out to that person. And we thank everyone for coming. And Doria, you want to introduce who will be on next week?
Yes, so we have Rebecca Dixon that'll be with us next Tuesday on April 30th.
Okay. Well, we appreciate everyone coming again. We will upload this to our YouTube channel. If it's okay with you, Robyn, we'll put yours on there as well. Do you have a question?
I do. I think Kirk or Karen one asked if I was going to be in Carrollton. I saw it flash up on my screen.
Okay.
I do see
was that meant for me or someone else?
Probably you.
I can be.
Trying to
That
find
was
it in there. Yeah.
that was meant for Robyn.
Okay, Kirk, I can be. I think Karen's got my number if you want to call me.
Kirk, are you talking about the one in June, the event in June?
Oh, no, I won't be at the event.
Okay, I heard, did you say that your brother knew me as a kid?
You know Steve Sams?
Oh, wow, yes.
We're not legal brothers. We adopted each other back in the 70s. My
Okay.
kids know him as Uncle Steve, but he lives here. He moved
Well,
in with Eddie and I to help me with Eddie.
okay, yeah, I know him as Scuba Steve, and he is.
Let's talk after this. Let's
Yeah,
talk
just
after
give
this.
me a call. You've got my phone number.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
It is a small world, like you said, Robyn.
Oh, I was really happy to see them in the SIA. I knew they were in a different organization, but I was glad to see them here.
They've also had an amazing testimony. We've had
I
them on
know, I've
before
heard
as
it.
well. Yeah.
I've
But
heard
we
it.
will upload this tonight to our YouTube nurse channel. So just go to YouTube and search Redox Nurse Talk, and it will be up by in the morning. So everyone have a great night. And again, Robyn, thank you so much. And I will send you a copy of this as well once it's processed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robyn.
Stop our recording here.
Good night.
Bye.